Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I want to take a car out for a test run that I have never driven before. And you have seen the car, but only in the background a few times. So let me bring it out in the foreground. So this is a sort of like a replica of a rallycross car from early 90s, late 80s. 92 was the last year that these cars were driven in the European Rallycross Championship. They were basically Ford Sierra RS 500, slightly modified. So no interior, complete with cage, and I think they got around 550 horsepower out of those engines, but only rear-wheel drive. So, and also solid rear axle in the real cars. Very entertaining cars. To me, it's just a very nostalgic, very classic rallycross type car. I used to love these when I was a kid. I guess I still do. And no official licensed sticker sheet has been made for the classic rallycross RS 500s, so you have to make it on your own. I don't have a printer for stickers. I'm not there yet. Would be cool. So I just bought this body shell from L&L Models in the UK. And this is supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be white, and there's supposed to be some blue details on the bottom. But I wanted it to be yellow to replicate the rallycross car Bjørn Skogstad, Norwegian rallycross driver from the 80s and 90s, drove. And he had camel livery, but at least it was yellow with some blue cool liveries, stickers. Enough about the body shell, blah blah blah. What's underneath here? No, it's not like a crazy expensive, crazy fast touring car with four-wheel drive and everything, 2-speed. Nope. This is the Kyosho Pure 10 Alpha. And to me, this chassis just represents a little bit of typical Kyosho. It's fairly clean example. I have taken it completely apart and put it back together, and also put bearings in the diffs and bearings in the spur gear and also in the wheel hubs. So we have bearings all around. These cars didn't come with bearings. They came in 3 versions very quickly. This is the 3rd version, the last version they made. And we can go through the differences between the generations of the Pure 10 Alpha cars, but this is the last generation, where it's got the GX15 engine, not the GX12, which the earlier model came with. So it's not a very powerful engine, but it's more powerful than the 12 size engines. Originally, these cars came with 14 or 15 tooth clutch bells. This one now has a 16 tooth clutch bell, so it might give it a little more top speed than stock. Also, just have to mention, this is built to be sort of like a scale rally car. So you're like, this is a 4-wheel drive chassis, man, and you have a rear-wheel drive car, and you're talking about it being rear-wheel drive. Well, yes. But this car is kind of cool in the way that there's no center differential. So if you remove the drive shaft from the rear, which goes all the way to the front diff, there is no drive to the front wheels. And you can also then remove the drive axles from the front diff to the wheel hubs. Basically remove all the drive shafts that has to do with the front wheel drive. This car is now a rear-wheel driven. You just remove the drive axles, so now all the power is going to the rear wheels. So yes, it will be faster in 4-wheel drive, of course, and a lot easier to handle, probably. But since I just wanted it to be a replica of this car, which is obviously a rear-wheel driven car, has to be rear-wheel drive, doesn't it? So let's put some fuel in here and fire her up and see if she will start. I don't know why I'm calling it she. So what else? Well, obviously got some new rally block tires on it. I've never driven this car after rebuilding it, just haven't had time to do it. So yeah, let me just go get some fuel and see if the radio works, the failsafe works, and yeah, will be interesting actually. Okay, so I just grabbed some fuel with my custom-made filler bottle. I should probably buy another one so I don't have to use this weird thing. But it works. So we have some fuel in here now. Yeah, we got some fuel in there. Let's check if the radio works. Turn the transmitter on, choose the model. Turn it on. Nice. We have absolutely nothing. Okay. That's weird. I thought there was a battery in here. Oh, it's not. Okay. Oh, that's right. I put the battery in the boat. Okay, cut. So anyway, let's see though if it will fire up. I don't know. A little more fuel maybe. There we go. Oh. There we go. Very cold and very rich. Oh yeah. That's right. So it's running, great. But as you might have been able to hear, the mesh of the gears is actually a little too tight. I forgot about that actually. So it was a good thing I tested it here. So I'm just gonna undo the screws connecting the engine and screwdriver and just loosen them up because they sound a little bit too tight. And also, there's no Loctite on these screws. That's not good. So I have some Loctite, so I'm just gonna put some Loctite on here. Thread lock from the best thread lock company in the world. Still kind of tight, but... I think it will be better once I drive it. Let's put some fuel in it and try to rev it a little bit. Oh, come on, a little more throttle. Very rich, apparently. Yeah, it needs a little bit of heat. Yep. Nice. Nice. The engine seems to run normal. I'm just gonna take it out and see what a rear-wheel driven Pure 10 Alpha with a RS500 body shell is gonna be like. It seems okay. And we do have brakes. Nice. Let's see. Woohoo! right. Don't die. Ah! Felt it. Oh yeah, it's very rich. I can maybe give it a little less fuel. Just a little bit. Huh. Doesn't like that. There. Now it's a lot richer. And it almost doesn't want to rev. So it needs less fuel than that. So in quarter of a turn. A little more in. Well, I think it actually is the glow plug, but I have a spare one. Let's change it. Here we have another plug. Full throttle. Full throttle. This is like barely touching it. It's actually very fast, like scale-wise. It doesn't like that. I think this is because it's getting too hot. I don't know, but I will assume it cuts out because it's just too hot, I think. So, holy crap, yeah, it's super hot in here. Yeah. No, this thing needs air vents. That's That's for sure. And also, it could have one more tooth on the clutch bell actually. It could have even more top speed than this, but like scale-wise, I think I pretty much nailed it. I'm gonna run it out of fuel and call it a day. I mean, this thing just needs more cooling, but it's a very fun little car. But it looks badass though. I think it really, it really looks cool. Get that RS 500 look pretty nailed. It looks like a vintage rallycross car. And it behaves kind of like a vintage rallycross car. I mean, since it's rear-wheel drive, it slides around just like a real car. And the speed, to me, is more than adequate for having fun. This thing is a blast to drive. It really is.